Indonesia. When you hear that name, you think of paradise. Imagine perfect beaches, clear blue water, and thick green rainforests. Picture old temples, busy cities, and friendly faces. This is Indonesia, a land of amazing differences in beauty. Indonesia is the biggest island group in the world. It stretches across the equator for over 3,000 miles. Volcanoes rise up from the ocean, making an awesome landscape. This is a place where old traditions meet modern life. It's a mix of cultures and religions. Indonesia has a rich and interesting history. It used to be home to powerful kingdoms and empires. The spice trade brought traders from all over the world. You can still see this history today in the country's art, buildings, and food. Indonesia is a land of endless possibilities. You can relax on beautiful beaches, hike through thick jungles, explore old temples, or just enjoy the local culture. Welcome to Indonesia, a land of magic and wonder. Indonesia is in a very important spot. It sits between Asia and Australia. This location has shaped its history. For centuries, traders and travelers have sailed through its waters. They brought new ideas and beliefs. This sharing created a unique mix of cultures. Indonesia was a key stop on the old spice route. Traders from India, China, and the Middle East came for cloves, nutmeg, and pepper. These spices were very valuable in the West. They made the region very rich. Hinduism and Buddhism came from India. These religions grew in Indonesia. They left behind amazing temples. Islam came later with Arab traders. It is now the main religion in Indonesia. Indonesia's time as a colony also left its mark. The Dutch ruled Indonesia for over 300 years. They influenced the language, buildings, and government. Indonesia is amazingly diverse. With over 17,000 islands, it's the world's biggest island group. Each island has its own special character and charm. Some are famous for their beaches, others for their volcanoes. Some are crowded, others are almost empty. Over 700 languages are spoken in Indonesia. Bahasa Indonesia is the official language. Everyone speaks it across the islands, but many local languages are still spoken. This shows the country's rich culture. Indonesia is full of different plants and animals. Orangutans swing through the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra. Komodo dragons, the world's biggest lizards, live on the islands of Komodo National Park. Coral reefs are full of colorful fish and sea creatures. Indonesia has something for everyone. Jakarta, the capital city, is a busy place. Tall buildings stand over traditional markets. Street food sellers call out to people. Bali is a popular place for tourists. It's famous for its beaches, rice fields, and peaceful feeling. The ancient temple of Borobudur is one of Indonesia's most famous landmarks. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a beautiful Buddhist temple. It is very old, from the 9th century. The temple has detailed carvings. These carvings tell stories about Buddha's life. The island of Java has the amazing Prambanan Temple Complex. This complex is for the Hindu gods. It is a stunning example of Hindu architecture. The temples have tall towers and detailed carvings. Section 5. A food journey for your senses. Indonesian food is as diverse as the islands themselves. Each region has its own special dishes. It uses a mix of fragrant spices. Rice is eaten with almost every meal. Popular dishes include Nasi Goreng, which is fried rice, satay, grilled meat skewers, and rendang, a beef stew cooked in coconut milk and spices. Street food is a big part of Indonesian culture. Vendors set up stalls on street corners. They sell all kinds of snacks and meals. Popular street foods include bakso, a meatball soup, gado-gado, a vegetable salad with peanut sauce, and martabak, a filled pancake. Indonesian coffee is famous around the world. The country is one of the world's biggest coffee producers. Coffee is grown on the islands of Sumatra, Java, and Sulawesi. Each region produces a different kind of coffee. Kopi Luwak is the most expensive coffee in the world. It's made from coffee beans that have been eaten and pooped out by civet cats. Section 6. The spice trade and a modern economy. Indonesia has a long history of trade. The spice trade made the region very wealthy a long time ago. Today, Indonesia is growing quickly. It's a member of the G20 group of nations. Indonesia is rich in natural resources. It has lots of oil, gas and minerals. Farming is also important to the economy. Palm oil, rubber and cocoa are important exports. Tourism is a growing industry in Indonesia. Millions of tourists visit the country every year. They come for the beaches, temples and nature. The government is building new roads and airports to help the tourism industry. Section 7. The people of the islands. Indonesians are known for being warm and welcoming. Family is very important in Indonesian culture. Respect for older people is very important. Religion is a big part of life for many Indonesians. Most Indonesians are Muslim, but there are also many Christians, Hindus and Buddhists. Indonesia has a rich tradition of arts and crafts. Batik is a traditional way of dyeing fabric. It uses wax to make detailed patterns. Gamelan is traditional music. It uses different percussion instruments. Wayang kulit is shadow puppetry. It's popular in Java and Bali. Indonesians love sports. Badminton is the national sport. Football or soccer is also very popular. Indonesia has some world-class athletes. Section 8. Facing the challenges of the future. Indonesia has some problems. These include poverty, inequality, and corruption. Damage to the environment is also a big worry. Cutting down forests, pollution, and climate change are threatening the country's natural beauty. The Indonesian government is trying to fix these problems. It has started some programs to reduce poverty, make education better, and protect the environment. But there is still a lot to do. Even with these challenges, Indonesia has great potential. It has a young and growing population, a strong economy, and a rich culture. With good planning and sustainable development, Indonesia can overcome its challenges and become even better. Section 9. Discover the magic of Indonesia. Indonesia is a land of endless possibilities. From the busy streets of Jakarta to the peaceful rice fields of Bali, there is something for everyone in this amazing island group. Whether you are looking for adventure, relaxation, or a cultural experience, Indonesia has it all. Explore the ancient temples of Borobudur and Prambanan, see the Komodo dragons in their natural habitat, or just relax on the beautiful beaches of Bali. Enjoy the diverse and tasty food, experience the warmth and hospitality of the Indonesian people, and discover the magic that is waiting for you in this enchanting part of the world. Indonesia is a place you will remember long after you leave. Come and discover the beauty, diversity, and wonder of this remarkable archipelago.